Any of the day, Jeff speaking. Commit, don't quit. Live stream. You're my boy, Blue. I'll ask about that later. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good one. It's Thursday weekend, and the kids are off tomorrow. So it's gonna have my son here. My daughter, I think she's having a sleepover with one of the kids from school. So I won't see her till tomorrow night. But looking forward to seeing her. Anyways, I want to say hi to everybody. You know what? I hope everybody's having a good day. We have a little bit of snow outside. It started about an hour, so it's on its way. I think we're 5 or 10 centimeters overnight. But I just want to say hi to everybody. Steve Believe Guitar. Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. Steve here in the afternoon. But yes, thanks very much for coming. I'm pretty good. How about yourself, buddy? It's good to see you. I don't know how it's going today, fellas, ladies, and gentlemen. I never was able to get things. We didn't really sit down to about 10:30 last night. So tonight for a tiny bit, Joe and I are going to sit down and see if we can get this figured out. I think I have an idea. There's got to be something with YouTube. It's a setting, because there's no way it's the camera. I've used the camera a million times, so there's either some setting in YouTube or something, but there's a glitch. So if you get the rainbows and the effects, it's something, because the camera's totally fine. But Gil Skills, hey, how are you, buddy? It's great to see you, Bob. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, yeah. Can you see the dog there, Steve? Yeah, she's sound asleep. She's pretty good. You know what? She's pretty blue moon, but overall she's pretty good. Yeah, she's just sleeping. Dream Bean, how are you? It's great to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Jerry Bowman, hey man, how are you? It's great to see you. Love of my life. Love of my life. Yeah, I can't sing. If Suresh was here, he'd be like, I want more singing. But yeah, no, everybody. Hello, everybody. Love of my life. It's great to see you. It's great to see everybody. I'm going to say hello to somebody here. I'm going to, you know, and I always say hi to everybody, but I don't know if they'll be here right now. They may be here, but I'll talk about them in a second. JNR Channel, how are you, my buddy? That sounded horrible, didn't it? JNR Channel, how are you? It's great to see you. Shell the Great, Rachel, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Thank you for coming, my friend. I really, you know, I realize you're probably at work, so I appreciate, even if you're listening, it's nice to see you, my friend. It really is. Shell the Great, she has a great channel, everybody. As do you all. I don't mean that. I don't mean foot in my mouth, right, everybody? Ippenzone, how are you? It's great to see you. It certainly is good to see you. Love my life. I love your style when you're saying my channel name. Yeah, no, I get a kick out of it too. My wife Joe, you know, Jojo that comes on, she loves it too. Unicorn. There we are, Steve. It wouldn't be a stream without a unicorn, would it? Oh well, we got to figure it out. We're gonna try to correct it tonight, Steve. I talked to Gil Skills and that a couple days ago, and that I have to see if we can get it corrected. We're gonna try to install either OBS or Streamlabs, or I'm still not 100% sure exactly what they are, but I know it's some kind of streaming. I'm hoping that kind of fixes the problem, because I know there's some kind of setting that's buggering this up. So I'm hoping maybe that'll correct it. So we'll find out tonight. My wife and I'll try to figure out the settings or what it is, look it up, and get it installed. And hopefully by tomorrow, the next day or two, we should have it corrected. But let's see here. So Nippenson, hello everyone. It's great to see you. What I want to say hello to somebody. They may be in the background. My wife said our niece is here, and she may be watching today. But if she's watching, she may not have a YouTube like a channel. Like, she may not be logged into YouTube. So if she is, she may just be watching. But if you're here, Steph, I want to say hi to Steph, our niece, and her boyfriend Zach, and the two kids, Paisley and Emma. If you're there, Steph, it's great to have you. Okay, but I'll say it again later on in the stream. But I want to welcome you if you're here one way or the other, my friend. My friend, yeah, our niece and stuff. Steve Lee, Jojo G, hello. I don't think Steve Jojo is here today. she's the only one in the office. Her one friend that she works with has gone out east, back home to, I think, Nova Scotia or New Brunswick. So she's not there today. And the other friend that she has that she works with, her and her boyfriend, they've just bought a house and they get the keys today. So yeah, my wife's by herself today. So it's yeah, it's so she told me already. Most likely she's not going to be here today, Thursday. She probably won't even be listening. It's just she's way too busy today. Gil Skills 13 watching, only 3 likes. Let's thanks Gil. Thanks Bob. I appreciate it. Gil Skills, great man. Gil Skills. You know what? I've seen it before, but on your last video at the beginning, you know what? When you introduce your video and stuff, you're driving in the good old RAV4, buddy. Guess who else has a RAV4? You know what? The very first time I ever came across you, Gil, Bob, Gil Skills, before I saw you on Recycle Dude, you put up a video and you're fixing something with not the tire, but the inside, not the brakes. I don't know what it's called, Gil Skills, but you're doing a video on that, and I'm like, I have to watch it. I have a RAV4, so Gil Skills, I love it, my friend. I love it, and your video was fantastic yesterday. Everybody, everybody check each other out. And if you haven't been over to somebody's channel, like we always say, everybody usually says on the channel, you don't have to say I do this, this, this. Just leave a message, and that way they know if you've never been there. They can always come back to you. But if you don't leave a message on somebody's video, and you wonder why don't they have my channel as well? It's just because they didn't know you were there. That's all. Chandra Pivo, hey, how are you? It's great to see you. Yes, hi to the room. Shanda, thanks very much. I know if you're busy, if you're dropping in for a second, I appreciate it, but welcome. I do welcome you, my friend. Fish, how are you, my friend? It's great to see you. I hope you're having a good one today. Yeah, Steve, everybody, Jojo G, she most likely won't be here today. Just a little busy day at work today, so it is what it is. And so if you're on Pusa or we're on Pusa, I was talking to Andrew. They're a great couple, Andrew and Xenia. I know I'm not saying her name right, so I tried my best. But he was on, Andrew was on Canadian Drone Hub earlier on this morning, and oh my gosh, it was so funny. Neo Trigger was on there. It was fantastic. If you get to check that Canadian Drone Hub, their live stream out, you should check them out. But this morning was fantastic. Andrew was on there. He did a great job. But anyways, but yes, like I said, I know. So I'm that's no worries to me. If anybody's here from like Europe or somebody that doesn't get to watch Pusa, definitely go check them out. Like, it's not that I don't want you on the channel. I don't mean it that way, but I know if anybody doesn't get to watch them usually, they definitely are. They're on Thursdays because they do like a European episode or like a show on Thursdays. It's just for everybody that, at 7 it's probably like midnight or something overseas. So a lot of people may not get to see them during the week and that, and maybe able only watch on the weekends. So yeah, if you don't get to watch, they are on. And yeah, definitely, I'm not trying to get anybody off the channel, but if you do, definitely take a look at them because you won't be disappointed if you haven't seen them before. Let's see. Serving from my home, Lacey, how are you? It's great to see you. Thank you very much for dropping in. Gil Skills. Oh, no worries, my friend Bob. Not a worry at all, my friend. It's great to see everybody. Story of Dory. I think I might have repeated the name, but Easy Bake Barbecue. How you doing, my friend? Neo Blake Gaming. Everybody, if you didn't wish Neo Blake Gaming, it was his birthday yesterday, and I want to say happy birthday to you again. We said it yesterday, but happy birthday for yesterday, my friend. It's great to see you. Nipton Zone. All thanks. No worries, Nipton Zone. It's so nice to see you. Stopping by to say hello, Neo Blake Gaming. Thanks very much, my friend. Gil Skills. The unicorns are happening a lot more in the stream today, are they, Gil Skills? Well, like I said, we'll try to see if we can figure it out tonight, because I don't know what else to say with it, like, because we've taken it off this computer and tried something else and like recorded with it, and we played it back. We played like 15-20 minutes, and you know how on here there's the unicorns. There's nothing. There's no playback, no issues with it. It's actually even clearer than it is right now. And the funny thing is, on your stream the other night, Bob, Gil Skills, there didn't seem, like on my end, there didn't seem to be any issues, and you were saying you didn't think so. So I think there's got to be something with my channel or something with in the setting here. Maybe is there an encoder, a new encoder setting or something that you can do an update or something? I don't know. It's from home. Yes, the screen is doing the flash thing a lot today. I'm sorry, everybody. If it fits the fakes, how you doing? Desmond Donders, how are you? Um, hey, Desmond Donders, it is great to see you here. It is. Uh, Fits the bakes. Screen doing crazy stuff for everybody. Yep, it seems to be. Um, yeah. Sorry, everybody. We'll try to get it corrected. Anybody that does use Streamlabs or OBS, there's another question. Can anybody recommend? I don't know the difference. I know that you're saying open broadcast system with the OBS and that. Can anybody recommend, like, is there a difference of Streamlabs and OBS? Or I've heard Streamlabs OBS or OBS whatever, but I've also heard that one's connected, like Streamlabs and OBS are connected in one and just. Anyways, I don't know enough about it. We'll have to find out tonight. Let's see here. Destroyed Dory. I thought it was me. No, not you. I know a lot of other live streams. They are buffering. I don't know if you're getting the buffering on here. If you're not getting the buffering, you're getting the other. So, like, I don't know if it has something to do with YouTube. I really don't know. And I'm not bad mouthing anybody. I just don't know what the issue is. Everybody. Oh, Chandra, yeah, it's like it's a splitting screen of the live stream with another person. Strange. No, Chandra, it's done that a few days ago too. It did the split screen, and we had two Jeffs or two idiots, whatever you want to say. So I have seen that, and it's funny, Chandra. You don't see it on the live. Everything's fine, but it's on the playback that you see it. So what you're seeing is a completely different image than I'm seeing. I just see everything seems to be fine, but there's something somewhere in the fray that's mixing up here. Skills. Streamlabs has a few more options. So Skills, should I go with Streamlabs or OBS? What would you recommend? I'm just asking because, like I said, I just don't know enough about it, but I want to try to see if that's going to correct the problem. If it does, we're all good within a day or two. Let's see here. Story of Dory. Split screen to a snowstorm. Oh gosh. PMDB Live. It did it with me too. Oh, like my stream right now, or with yours, PMDB Live. Could you put that in the chat if it's doing this with your stream as well, or just while you're watching me? And I'm only asking because I just want to double check. Easy Bake Barbecue. Streamlabs is a version of OBS, like Kleenex, and a version of Tissue. Skills. They are both free. Try both. Okay, sounds good. I will. Steve, OBS really rocks. Okay. Nippon Zone. Hey, everybody. Is good. It's good, Nippon Zone. Thank you. Oh, PMDB Live. It's doing it to you too. So see, everybody. So maybe it's not just me. It's doing it in PMDB Live stream as well. So you're live when you go do a live stream. It's doing that to you. So maybe there is a glitch in YouTube. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I've seen a lot. Like the last 2 weeks or so, we've had a lot of issues. Andrew Rampusa, everybody, Canadian Drone, they're all, everybody's been talking about it. I know, there's been a lot of buffering and stuff, but a lot of people have been saying they've been switching things over. So maybe that's it. I don't know, but hopefully we're able to get it corrected. Steve Lee, OBS always drives me crazy because I have to plug the amplifier, the external webcam, the external microphone, and the guitar. But if you're using just to talk, 90% awesome. Okay, good. PMDB Live. Yeah, I think it's a YouTube glitch. Good. Well, not good. I hope it's fixed soon because I know it might be driving you crazy, everybody. So I'm very sorry. There's nothing I can do, and I can try the different broadcasts and the OBS and stuff and Streamlabs, see if it fixes it, and then if we are all good, and then maybe if they get things ironed out, they'll get back to normal. But I know it's not happening to everybody. So. But PMDB Live, I really appreciate you saying that. I really do, because I thought it was going crazy. I thought it was it's just me, because I haven't heard anybody else. So not that I want it to happen to you, but I'm glad it's just not me. I really appreciate you saying that. That makes my day if that Desmond Saunders is a glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, we were in the Matrix the other day. Do you remember that at the end of the show a couple days ago when Joe was on Monday? The glitch, me trying to shut it down. It looked like literally the clock was done, and then I was going to say something to her, and then it started back up, and then this chat kept going. Somebody, I think, asked questions. Says you're in the Matrix, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't say or do anything that I should have said on the screen. HVAC James on the job more. Hey, how are you? It's nice. So thank you very much, my friend, for coming by. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good one. Look at this. 14 thumbs up, 18 people in the room. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. Like I said, I know every day everybody has a lot on their plate. So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Um, Munching and chatting. Hey, everybody. You know what? Munching and chatting. Thank you so much. Everybody check each other out. So munching and chatting, if there's a lot of people here you've never met, say hi to them. Leave a message on one of their videos and they'll come back to you, and vice versa, everybody. If you've not met munching and chatting or somebody else, leave them a message and they'll be able to they'll be able to get back to you. PMDB Live. It will pass, I think. I hope so, because honestly, PMDB Live, we haven't had a problem until about a week or week and a half ago, did we? Everything seemed to be working, and then just out of the blue, everybody's like, "It's the unicorn stream." But no, I really appreciate for you saying that. What have I missed? Munching and chatting. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just our streams, just a bunch of people sitting around. I'm as everybody would say, I'm doing my rant or rambling on, and then everybody jumps in and is talking to everybody. So it's just a bit of, it's like a coffee talk or just sitting around talking to friends. Jojo G, hey Joe, it's great to see you. Everybody, my wife Jojo G has popped on. Joe, PM, excuse me for this. PMDB Live is on here, one of the channels, and they said they had the exact same issues we have with their stream, their live stream, like the unicorns and the different effects and the split screens and stuff. Yes, it must be some glitch, and he's saying definitely that it should work itself out. May just have to give it time. So if everybody does, if you're okay with it, I don't know what else to do, but if everybody's okay, that I guess we're gonna see what we can do with it, everybody. Um, Joe, I said hi to Steph and Zach and Emma and Paisley. I don't know if she's watching, but if she is, hey Steph, how are you? It's great to see you. Joe, say hi to Steph if she's on here. That's our niece and her boyfriend and two kids and that. She may be watching, but she may not be able to. She may not just be logged in. I don't know if you can actually watch. I think you can watch. You just can't not logged in. I think that's what it is. She could probably watch. She just may not be able to comment. That's all. But if you're there, Steph, it's great to see you. I hope you're having a good one. Right, Joe? Hope Steph's having a good one. Hope everything's well, and hope there's not too much snow up there for you. Joe, I was telling everybody we're going to see about looking into Streamlabs or OBS this evening. Try to see what we can do, but serve from my home. Fitz it bakes. Hey, how did the turkey and the slow cooker turn out? Oh gosh. Jojo, PMDB Live saying hi to you. I know you can read it just as well as I can, but oh, no problem, Chandra. You take off, okay? Have a great one. I so thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. You have a great rest of your day, my friend. Everybody say bye to Chandra Pivo and that. Check her channel out. Great, wonderful friend in that. The Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs. Yeah, I'm seeing it on my end. Yeah, I apologize. It could be a firmware issue too. Kill skills. It could be, it's not that I want to say. I just wish that it was happening to more people, but now I know it's not just me, and I don't want to say it's a relief because it was driving me nuts. It really was. I thought, what the heck did I do something wrong, or is it my computer? But and I thought, how can after 2.5 months, anything like any equipment can go? But I was wondering how could it go so quick? But let's see here. Fits it bakes. All I am gonna say is you don't want to miss Monday, and it was really good pumpkin cobbler, but didn't put everything else. It was a home run. Oh, good. Fits a bake. So you're gonna do something special on Monday, are you? I know I'm just reading into somebody else's chat, but I just wonder. Hey, AU Pack Meal, how you doing, my friend? It's great to see you. I'm pleased to see you. Everybody, check out AU Pack Meal, my friend. I'm sure you've surpassed me now, but it's a slow AU Pack Meal. I think it's a slow process, but I'm having fun, my friend. I really am. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Story of Dory, I've seen it on at least 5 streams in the last week, so you aren't doing it wrong. Oh, okay. Story of Dory, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, Desmond's Chandra Peeble in the SmackDown. That's awesome. I hope she does well, Desmond. I really do. Yes. Oh, yes. Straight door. That I realize what you're saying, but I really appreciate everybody for chiming in and letting me know the the life of Grayson Logan vlogs. I'd love to do a live with you. You know what? Let me take a look at things, okay, my friend. Once I get things ironed out here, probably in the next few weeks, as I said to Gil Skills, I'd like to have. I know he's busy in the day, he's working, but maybe some evening when he's got a minute, I like to have him on. I like to have a few people on. So once I get things ironed out, and I've done some of the Google Hangouts with Gil Skills and with Recycle Dude and stuff. But once I get a little more comfortable and I'm able to figure it out for myself, like on my own channel, I'd like to have some people on if they like to. It's really bad today, but we'll definitely see what we can do tonight. Yes, Jojo, that's what I hear. It's bad, but I am sorry for this, everybody. PMDB Live. I had these types of glitches in 5 or 6 streams of mine in a row, but live seem to be fixed now. Oh, good. Yeah, that's about what mine have been too. That mine have probably been about 5, 6, almost a week's worth. And it's funny. I think everybody's saying it's really bad today. Hopefully, maybe this is it. Maybe get everything ironed out today, and then wake up tomorrow. It's crystal clear. But hey, well, hey, it's so nice to see it. Is it Sylvia? I just, I'm not. I just want to make sure. I think it might be. Why we? It's so nice to see you. Thank you very much for dropping in. Oh, hey, you back, Neil. We know it's you, Jeff. Yeah, no, it's me. I press the button. You know what? Every time anybody has an issue, it's me on my end. I've got a box, and I thought, you know what? Let's play a game. My wife said, you know what? One day she says, I'm not making fun of anybody at all. She says it's almost enough to give somebody a seizure with, and I hope, if anybody has seizures, I'm not disrespecting you in any way. I promise. But she said, the effects, the way it's going, it's crazy sometimes. So I hope it doesn't bother anybody that much. But yes, AU Pack Meal, I have the magic box. It's like, the button, the big red button. I just push it and give you those special effects. It's actually now, it's foot controlled, okay? It's like a pedal. Steve, believe if you're here, I've now got foot pedals that I just hit. And you know what? Every time you see those magic unicorns and all those effects, it's my foot pedals, okay? So they're all lined up on the floor, okay? So if I zap it, you know what it is, everybody. If it's baked, yeah, Jeff, my one pot Thanksgiving video will be up Monday. Okay, great. We'll have to take a look at it, my friend. But I know I'm pretty well. I'll try to remember, but the notifications always pop up. So, but I'll try to remember. Everybody, check out that on Monday, our friends. I'm on Sylvia W. Yeah, I thought it was Sylvia. Is it okay if I just call you Sylvia? It's thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Hey, my friend, ask questions, try it. I hope you're feeling better. I know you haven't been feeling the best the last couple of days, and when you're not feeling the best, last thing you want to do is being on something where you're. I mean, I know the computer, but sometimes it can even give you a headache. So I thank you for coming, my friend. The unicorns just add a little flavor. Exactly. Add a little spice. Maybe if it's a bakes, can drop some spice on there for me or something, or some kind of seasoning. We'll all be good. YouTube Snowy. Yes, I hear that, Sylvia. We've had a lot of back and forth on the screen today, so it's I guess it is. Yeah, ask questions, unicorns. Yep, the unicorn stream's up. It is. Let's see here. So does everybody know Marie from the Pritchards? I'm sure a few people know her in here. She the Pritchards, they go live usually on Thursday evenings in the UK, 9 p.m., which would be like US and Canada at Eastern Standard Time. It would be 5 o'clock our time. No, 4 o'clock our time. About an hour and a half from now, but it's 9 p.m. in the UK. So she put up a new video yesterday afternoon, and it was like a collaboration. She wanted to get a bunch of YouTubers together and ask them what they were proud of. And so we all, there was about 6 or 7 of us, and she had us each send her like about a minute and a half clip, and she put it together and she made a video. So if you know Marie from the Pritchards, if you check her latest video from yesterday, it's got us and it's got a few people. It's got Joe, Fantastic Joe. It has Christy Price. Did everybody know Chris Price from the UK? Has him. There's a few other people. Marie. She did a fantastic job with the editing. So if you get a chance, you should check it out. It's oh yes. Karen Summers. Everybody know Karen Summers. She's in it as well, and there's a few other people. I don't want to say the names because I'd have to read more. There's just a few people I didn't know, but very nice people. Let's see what we have here. Sylvia, I have three channels. I have three channels. You never know which channel I'm in. I love it. Sylvia, I just, when I see the picture, I figured it's Sylvia. So Sylvia W, it's nice to see you, my friend. It really is. Serving from my home, Lacey. All my kids are home today, snow day. They are cutting into my YouTube time. Got to go handle the chaos. Have a great one. Yeah, you too, Lacey. It's nice to have you here. Yeah, and we haven't had that much snow, but have a great one, okay, my friend. Have a great one. Oh, Fits and Bakes. How does lemon pepper unicorn sound? Oh my gosh, doesn't that sound good? Lemon pepper. Oh my gosh, lemon pepper steaks or lemon pepper chicken. Oh, Fits and Bakes. You're getting me hungry. Joe, if you're still here, what are we having for supper? I don't know. I don't know what we're having, everybody. Oh no, ask questions, try it. Sadly, I'm feeling worse. I was up all night coughing. The, the cloud was great. Sinus pressure. Oh gosh. Well, I hope you start feeling better soon, my friend. I really do. It's not great when you're under the weather. Desmond Saunders. They go live. Just ask. I have to switch off as the boss comes in. The cloud was great. Yeah, it was good. Desmond Saunders. They did good. Take care, my friend. It was great to have you here. Thank you very much. Okay. Orange juice. Oh gosh, yes. Skills. You know what? I always drink water, but today I have liquid gold. I have a coffee today. And Skills, guess what? Hazelnut, not just regular cream, hazelnut, buddy. I know it's French vanilla, isn't it? French or either Irish cream or French vanilla. I remember you were saying. Jojo G, thank you very much, sweetheart. My wife put up Marie from the Pritchard's link. That'll give you her channel, and I don't know if that's the video or her channel. GG Adams, hey my friend, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good day. Hey, be my support mate. I hope you're well, and if you need to talk anytime. GG Adams, I appreciate it. Were you the one talking to me? Somebody was talking to me about OBS or Streamlabs either yesterday or the day before. Was it you? I can't remember. I know you might be busy. If you're off, no worries. But Desmond Saunders, I prefer my unicorn rare and no lemon. No lemon for dip. Oh gosh, unicorn is too much like candy corn. I love it. Oh, Joe, what are you kidding me? What do you think you think this you think your husband us men, we don't have a mind of our own. What are you making us for dinner, laugh at love? So what do you want me to make for dinner? And you know how this is. Once I'm done here, I pick Ethan up. We come home for 15 minutes or so, and we come and pick you. Oh no, I guess not today. We pick you up at 5, don't we? So we're gonna be just a bit. Let's see here. Bits and bakes. Deal, Desmond. Anything past medium rare is ruined. Sylvia, well, we try a humidifier. It helps me a lot. Yes, it does, doesn't it? We always used to do that for our kids, our sons especially. Mrs. Green Thumb, hello, good to see you. God, you came to visit. Mrs. Green Thumb, thank you so much. You know what? Your live stream at lunch, everybody. I was watching Mrs. Green Thumb and Ron Netzel at lunch, their live stream. Hey, Ron, I see you down in the stream. I'll just say hi to you now, too. But I was watching their live stream, and you know what? They had a great stream. They were talking, and Ron was talking about the GoPro 7 Hero Black. Ron, once I get somebody convinced, maybe that will be in the. I realize it's an expensive item, but we'll see what happens. But you're right. As far as I'm aware, probably anything outside that would be great for, but inside and like you said, the live. Unfortunately, I don't know much about the live streaming with it, but I've heard too that indoors it's not as good as it is outdoors. It's better, definitely, like when you're doing stuff outdoors or like underwater or whatever. But yeah, I've definitely heard the same thing you were talking about. But beyond that, I know nothing more about it. Let's see here. What do we have going on right here? Jojo, I agree. Unicorn seems like it would be a dessert, like frosted with sprinkles. Oh gosh. Excuse me. Sorry. I need another sip of coffee. No water today, everybody. Ron, that's a green team in the house. Yes, Ron, I love it. Ron, you know the reason I was asking about WMMS? Ron is from Cleveland. Ron, I used to live. Uh, I was born in Toronto, lived there till I was a teenager. Then our parents moved us to a little town. We went from a big, huge city to a little town with 5,000 people, and literally we were on Lake Erie, Ron, and right across the lake, 28 miles across the lake, was Cleveland. So our two stations we always picked up where we lived in the small town were Detroit, which was fantastic, and Cleveland. So I used to listen to WMMS, the Buzzard, and that's why I was saying I didn't know. I haven't listened to it in years, just because I haven't been there in about 22 years. I hear it once in a while when I'm down in that end, but I haven't listened to MMS. I haven't heard it in years, and I used to listen to this station out of Cleveland called WNCX. It was a great classic rock station, but anyways, that's why I was just I didn't mean anything by saying oh WMS, but yeah, I used to love that station, my friend. I really did. Run so indoor lighting is bad for it. Needs lighting. Yes, that's what I hear. Ron, like I said, it was great to hear you talking about because I don't know enough about it. But to me, that's the one. I know the black is like everybody says. You know, there's this. Is there silver and white or different colors or whatever? But they always say the black one, the GoPro Hero 7 Black is the one to get. It must be the picture quality must be better on that, I guess. Fitz and Bakes, you got to run. Have a good one. Fitz and Bakes, have a good one, my friend. It was great for you to drop in. Thank you so much, our friends. I really appreciate it. Sylvia, what will we? Wow, close. Uh, I might have missed. Sorry, Sylvia. I'm sorry about that. Yes, Steve, believe guitar. It is snowing here. About an hour and a half ago, around lunchtime, when I was taking my son back, it started snowing, and we're supposed to get 5 or 10 centimeters overnight tonight. So we'll see what happens. Yes, Ron. WNCX still plays. I hear it every summer, but that's beyond it. Lovely Lisa Warwick Queen. How are you, my friend? Keep no, excuse me. Fish keeping Jamaica. Hey guys, school just dismissed, so I have a few minutes to chat. Thanks very much, my friend. It's good to see you. Yes, I know WNCX, but I don't get to hear it as much as I'd like to. I always love that station. You remember Michael? Not Michael Shanker. Michael Sam. Was it Michael Sembello or I think he was. There was some fella that used to do a station either in NCX or MMS. Michael. I can't think of his name. Michael Sembello or something. Michael. Can't think of his name. On this and wireless is the GoPro 7. Is it not great with wireless as well? I know you have 45-minute charge or something. That's not that long, is it? Is it just 45-minute charge from like the time you're using it, or is it just once you have it plugged in 45 minutes, it's useless after that? Yes. You were close to Cleveland. Oh yes. Literally, if I'd hopped on a boat, you'd probably be there really quickly now to get to Cleveland. I think it was 6 or 8 hour drive because remember, was it 96 or 97? 96, 97, 98. I can't remember when the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opened, but my brother and my buddy, we actually drove from London here, and it took I think about 8 hours, 6 or 8 hours to drive. We went and they had the opening, you know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it's right next door. It's right on the lake or river there. It's right next to the stadium. I think it was where the Indians either play or played. And that day they had a concert and they had like Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi, um, tons of other bands. Just can't think off the top of my head. We went there thinking, oh, we'll be able to go to the concert. We got there and they wanted 750, 12, $1,500. And we all looked at each other. We're like, I guess we're not going to the concert. But, we went down there. And I remember driving on the highway and I thought, what is that next to us? Like right on the water. I looked over. It was a stealth bomber. The thing was bloody well just right over the water, like right, and it looked like it was just going like this. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Anyways, that's enough of my old stories. Let's see here. Ask questions. All this talk about unicorns desserts make me think of Squatty Potty commercial demonstrating where soft serve ice cream comes from. Oh my gosh. Ask questions, try it. When I think of Squatty Potty, I've got Sirius radio, Sirius XM or whatever it's called in the car. And anyways, I listen to it in the car and I always hear the Squatty Potty commercials for the last few years. So I get a kick when you put that up there. I never heard of Squatty Potty until to the radio commercials. Fish keeping Jamaica, believe need a new beat for my intro to my channel. Ah, Sylvia. Oh, you're in London. I forgot. I lived there for a year with my son. I remember you saying that. Did he go to Fanshawe or Western? No, I remember you saying something. I thought you said something about Fanshawe and then you went to Western or something like that. I'm pretty sure, but I might be wrong. Ron, so when streaming live to Facebook, others are timing it to 45 minutes, so minor upgrades coming in the progress for the battery. That's not very long, is it? You definitely wouldn't want to. I mean, you could definitely get the live videos outside because anything I film is no more than 8 or 10 minutes. So you can definitely do that in like small increments. But you're right. If you want to do anything like this, like at least an hour or longer, it'd be kaput, wouldn't it? Fish keeping Jamaica. How are you? Well, I'm good. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I really do. Yes, in Cleveland. That's right. We were awful close to Cleveland. Now, just by the lake, we're close. But if you had to drive, it took a long time. That is awesome, Gil Skills. It certainly is. Desmond's Donders. Not very stealthy if you saw it. Was it one of the unicorns, Desmond's Donders? Oh, hey, Mickey XOXO. Howdy, how are you? Mickey, I caught you for a second last night. I didn't come in the chat, but I caught you where you were talking about, I think you were asking everybody, you had the map up and you're taking the, whatever, the little pin things and you're dropping them on the map where everybody was from. Yeah, Fanshawe, that's right. He graduated from Fanshawe. That is awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty good school. They've changed it over the years. Fanshawe, Sylvia, they've really increased. They have the nursing building and they had a few, but now they have like a lot of the different residences all over the place. But yeah, Fanshawe is actually it's really grown in the last 10 years or so, Joe. I would say. See, putting kids to bed. Okay. You know what? If you're putting the kids to bed, I understand, Steve. I understand. And then your son went to semester to UWO. Yeah, that's a pretty big school too. It keeps the city going, Sylvia. Both schools do. The two, the university, the college, the hospitals, and all the different things going. You pretty much keep this city going. If you play some lullabies, the kids will sleep better. He's working in Ottawa now. Army manufacturing. My other son works in the Yukon. Oh wow, does he? Oh wow. Yeah, my wife's sister lives in northern BC up in a place called Fort Nelson, which is 3 or 4 hours from the Yukon. So her and her husband, he not a helicopter. He's like an engineer, but he fixes he repairs helicopters. So there's a lot of forestry and stuff like that up in northern BC, and for years that's what he did. And then like on their downtime they would usually get on their motorcycle and go for trips and stuff up to the Yukon. I think it took them 3 or 4 hours. Pippa, how you doing? Worm's Eye View, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you, my friend. It really is. I hope you're having a good one. I imagine it's what, 5, 6, 7:30 or so, 20 to 8 at night. I'm just taking a guess. I always add 5 hours. I could be wrong, but I think it's about 5 hours difference there. It is good to see fish keep in Jamaica, isn't it, Gil Skills? It certainly is. It's great to see Mickey, Desmond's Donders. It's a great Worm's Eye View. Everybody, I'm just reading the chat right now quickly. Ask questions, try it. Let's see, Jojo, and I should really watch the Squatty Potty commercials. It's a riot. Oh, I love to. So there's a fella, I can't think of his name, and I'm not, if he ever came on, I'm not disrespecting the fella. He was so funny. He's like a science guy. I can't think of his name, but he sent me a message the other day. And so I went, I go and check his channel out, and he has some great videos. But I watched this. I know Joe's like, do not talk about this. Do not talk about this. So I said to my wife, I'd watched it earlier in the day. I thought, he cannot be doing this, can he? He did. So then I said to my wife, you have to watch this. So she watched it. And the horrifying look on her face when she watched it. So it's a little, it's not graphic, but I'm going to tell you what it was. So in his video, he must be a scientist or something, or an engineer. So he decides, the headline is, I drank my own Okay, I'm not disgusting anybody. Okay, he drinks his own urine. So, anyways, I watched the video, and literally he does. I thought it's got to be a joke. I thought it's got to be apple juice or something. Literally on the air, he drops and goes in this like little beaker. I mean, you don't see it, thank goodness. But like I said, real nice guy, and I'm not making fun of anything. It's quite interesting actually. He explained how he did the filtration process and all stuff. Like I said, I hope I'm not getting anybody to drop off. I couldn't believe it. Literally, it shows everything being filtered in the machine that he bought, and I think he said it cost him like $400 or $600 because he was talking about pounds and stuff. I think, and any pounds for us, it pretty much doubles. So if whatever in the UK, if you spend $400, it's pretty much like $800 here in Canada. But so it just doubles. That's what I'm saying. But so anyways, did the filtration process, and there it is. And he says, and then he starts guzzling it. And I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. So he drinks it, and then he says, actually, it's not so bad. And it really just kind of looks kind of cloudy at this point. And he starts talking about it, and he says, it's not bad, it's just a little salty. And I almost dropped whatever I was doing at that time. But the funniest guy, kept a straight face and great sense of humor. But if you ever, I don't want to drop his channel name because and in no way, if he ever watches, I was not making fun of him, but it was amazing. Like the man, I mean, anybody who knows a little bit about that, realizes it's just a process. Anybody, the cities and stuff and the counties and stuff like that do that in the first place. But it was quite interesting to watch. But I'm done with that now. Oh, thanks, Worms IV. I missed something, but I will see it after. Worms IV. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, no, Sylvia. Well, it's not Bill the nice, the science guy. I will, like I said, I don't. I'm not making fun of him because I watch his videos all the time, but I can't off the top of my head think of his name. I'll go find it and I'll put his link up in the next couple of days. But I think anybody ever want to watch something, it's incredible. Like he did such a great job. But I imagine Bill Nye the Science Guy would definitely do something like that too. Let's see here. Oh, Fish Keeping Jamaica. Yes, thank you very much. We got 22 thumbs up today, 11 people in the room. I really appreciate it, everybody. All is good. Yes, it is. You're talking about the Action Lab. That's not the name of the channel. It starts with an M. I can't think of the fella's name. I know Joe, if she was here, I can't think of his name. I'm going to go through my list and look under the M's to see what the fella's name is. It's like ME something. I can't remember ME or MO or something like that. I think it's like ME, but I can't think of the fella's name. So I feel bad about that. But he definitely deserves. I thought if this guy go viral, he'd have like millions of hits on this for sure. Good evening, all. Marie, how are you? Everybody, we were talking about you early, Marie. I was saying for everybody, you know what, that you dropped a video yesterday, a collaboration video with a bunch of people in it, and I was able to be part of it. But I was saying how great of a job you did. You were asking people, what are you proud of? And you put 6 or 7 of us together, and you did a wonderful job. The editing was brilliant. Joe loved it, Marie. She just loved it. And you know what? You did such a nice job, and it was very nice of you to do. But everybody, like Joe put the link in earlier, Marie, it's up near the beginning, but it is in there for people to check the channel out and check the video. But yes, check and also the Purchers. I know they have been going live. They go live Thursdays at 9 p.m. in the UK, or in about an hour and 15 minutes at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in US and Canada here, but 9 p.m. UK time. Let's see here. Yes, Maria from the Purchards, Desmond Donders was saying it was a great collaboration video you did. It was fantastic. I didn't know everybody, but there's quite a few people I knew in there, and you did such a nice job, Marie. You really did. Oh, the Purchards, Extreme Unicorn. Yes, the Purchards, Marie. I was talking to another PMDB live earlier in the stream, and he was telling me that he's had it 5 or 6 times on his live stream. The exact same thing happened. So I was thinking, it had to be either my computer or the webcam, but I've taken the webcam off. I tried it like when I'm not on YouTube, and I've recorded 10, 15 minutes because, within 5 minutes it does it for sure on our live stream for sure. But I tried it, no visual effects that way. And I also tried it upstairs on our son's computer and television upstairs, no issues. But he was saying that it did it for 5 or 6 streams in a row for him, and then it just worked itself out. So I'm hoping it does the same thing for us, but we'll have to see. How's Martin doing anyways, Marie? I hope he's well. I hope he is well. Oh, no worries, Marie. You're never late. Like I always say to everybody, it doesn't matter if you hear a minute or if you come back in a week or whenever. It's always great to have everybody. It really is. And Jojo G, I think you might have just dropped the Purchase link in there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I can't click on it right now because I'll go out of the stream, but I'm pretty sure that's what you just dropped, right, Joe? Yes, it was done, Worm's Eye View. It was done very well done. You know what? Okay, I'm going to say something. I'm not dropping anybody's names, but I want to know because you're in the UK, ladies and gentlemen, you may be aware, but if you're not, I'd like everybody to check this fellow out. I can't think. I think this is how you spell it. I would know if I was on. If I was searching his name up. I'm going to drop. I think this is the name. Okay, so let me just run through this quick. Yes. Just eight. Hi, just eight. Judy Ann, you did a fantastic job. I was able to watch for a bit, but I was on and off just because we're having supper at the time. But just eight did a live stream last night. If you were able to watch it, I'm sure you loved it. But if you weren't, Judy Ann and Louie from Just Eight, they did a live stream last night. Should check it out. A wonderful couple. And that. Okay, great, Jojo. So you did drop the Purchase link in that. Thanks very much. Ask questions. Try it. Tube says some streaming issues are related to needing a browser update. Okay. Well, I'll try. I use Chrome, so I'll try to update. I updated about, I think, a while ago, about a month ago, because there was some update. But I'll try it again, see what happens. Yes, Purchase. If Joe can get here by the time she finishes at 5, Marie. So by the time we get home, 5 o'clock. You start our time 4 o'clock, which is 9 o'clock your time. So she finishes an hour after you start. So it would be like 10 o'clock your time. But then we don't get home for about half an hour, 45 minutes after that. So it'd be about 10:30 or so. But if she can get home, Marie, she'll definitely be on. And if she can't, she'll definitely watch the replay for sure. What was I going to say? So everybody, a few up, I dropped a name in there. I didn't drop his link because I'm not able to right now, but I dropped his name, and I'm definitely speaking to everybody here. Dana One, how you doing? It's great. Chrome just updated today. Now, do I have to update it myself, or will it just? I would think that it would automatically update, but if not, here's my version, blah blah blah, official build. Okay, Desmond, I'll take a look at this after. So anybody in the UK, anybody? Joe, did you drop in Stokes Explorer's link for me? I'm pretty sure that's either you're dropping Marie's link in again or Stokes Explorer. One, great to see it. 2 ATVs in our life. Hey, everybody, it's great to see it. So I did put his name in, and I think Joe just dropped his link in there. So definitely, like everybody, if you're not aware of him, it would be wonderful if you did check him out. But also, anybody in the UK, if you're not aware of him, I'm sure a lot of people are, but I can't say enough about this young fella. I really can't. Stokes Explorer, he does like good. It is Explorer one you're talking about. So I think his name's Stokesy, but he has a channel called Stokes Explorer. He's from the UK, and I love him. I had been watching from day one. There's only I like everybody's channels, and I watch everybody that I can. I have, when there's ones that I have to watch, and this fella, Stokes Explorer, like I say, young fella, I imagine he's either in his late 20s or early 30s, but Stokes Explorer, fantastic fella. And he does, like, his footage is brilliant. He gets some drone footage, but his camera, I don't know if he's using GoPro or what he's using, but it's brilliant. Like he did a video in like a cavern or something this past week or so, and it was brilliant. He was on his canoe, and I thought I would love to have footage like that. And then at the one point, he left the canoe where he was, and he was taking some underwater footage, and then he realized the canoe floated off to the other side of the lake or to the river. He's like, how am I going to get this? And he ended the video, and I think he must have got it. But if you ever get a chance to see him, oh, good, Worm's Eye View. Yes, this Stokes Explorer is fantastic. I don't love men. I'm not saying, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I love Stokes Explorer. I love this fella. This young fella, I love him. He is so. Ask questions. Check your live streaming encoder software. Okay. What I will do, I can't do all this right now, but I'll check the update and also the streaming encoder. I know how to get there when you go live in the settings, ask questions, but I'm definitely going to check that out. So thank you so much. Desmond Saunders, yes, I saw the one that you were when he lost the canoe. So do you know him too, Desmond Saunders? I love that guy. I absolutely love everything he does, and I tell him every time when he goes on adventures, he goes into like buildings, like old abandoned buildings, and he's on the run with his camera. I don't know if he's not supposed to be in some of the locations, but if you haven't seen him, please check it out. It's brilliant. Like I tell him every time. I think this fella thinks I'm crazy, but I love this guy's channel. I love it. It's fantastic. You ever seen those commercials? Fantastic. Anyways, that's me. The stream was Stradicity and ask questions. Try it. Great tips. Yes. I'll definitely look at the link, ask questions to see if anything helps, because maybe it does. I don't know. But Desmond Saunders, most of the places are private, no trespassing. Well, you know what? If it is, I still think this young fella, like whatever he's doing, I love the guy. I really do. I just can't say enough about him. Yes, Purchase Marie. I think sometimes he sometimes says I should maybe do this or that, and I keep telling him just keep doing what you're doing. I just love it. I just love his footage. Like I know it sounds creepy to say, but I really do. Like when you sometimes see these travel videos and like the footage, like they must be using like a Peter McKinnon camera or something like that, or I don't know enough about cameras to talk about, so I'm not going to sit there and try to make it sound like I do. But like a professional photographer, it is brilliant and amazing. And yeah, anyways, I'll stop. But I definitely just wanted to put that out there because he's fantastic, everybody. Yes, Desmond Saunders, the one he did up in the tower was scary. Yeah, I unfortunately Desmond Saunders, I don't know where he is located in the UK, but and I said it to all you people in the UK because you're aware of him, but if anybody wasn't, because there's millions of channels, so not everyone is going to see somebody's. But I definitely I tell him all the time that I think his channel should be. So, anyways, that's enough of that. I just want to talk about the young fella for a few minutes. Welcome to the unicorn party. Exactly, Marie. It is what it is. But maybe if we iron a few things out, maybe we won't be in the unicorn matrix. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Bugsy's Evil Deeds. How you doing? It's great to see you. It really is nice to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, 23 thumbs up, 15 people. Thank you so much, everybody. Much appreciated. I know everybody. I always say Thursdays will always be quieter. And I know that it will be quieter. Definitely Thursday is always a quieter day. So I appreciate each and every one for coming by. I know you dropped. When are you going live again? Is it another week or two? Or just if you'd like to let us know when you're going to go live again, we can definitely everybody know that. Steve, believe I'm great. My kids just fell asleep. Well, that's awesome, Steve. It is sometimes, isn't it? It certainly is. Bull Moose Beer Talks. Do you go live streams every day? Bull Moose Beer Talks. I do. I don't know where you're located exactly, but I'm in London, Ontario, Canada, and I go at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I've been on about 55 minutes now, and I usually either go an hour or an hour and 20 minutes. It depends. I may go a little longer today, but I usually go for an hour, hour and 25 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes. I don't go longer than that just because at that point I always have to get off because my son's done school about 95 minutes after this starts, so I have to make sure about 85 minutes I'm off here and I get down to school in time to pick him up. But yeah, no, I do go live every day. This is just, but it's just Monday to Friday, and then once in a while I do go on the weekend. Last week I went on Saturday just because we were, Sunday was Remembrance Day here, and we had a few things we had to do. So I didn't want to go on that day, and so I just stayed off the air. I went on for I think half an hour, 40 minutes on the Saturday, but that was it. But I have been going on a few weeks ago on Sunday afternoon, uh, later in the afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock our time. This way, if anybody that doesn't get to see it during the week, because there's a lot of people that aren't going to see this, because they're at work, at school, or whatever they have. There are a lot of people that may be in the stream that they work a different shift or it's a different time. I know overseas, it could be like 7 or 8 o'clock there. So it's after dinner, so it might be a little. I'm not trying to put words in anybody's mouth, but it might be a better time for those people. But definitely, yeah, anybody else may not be able to see it, and they sometimes go watch, and always let them know. No worries, not. But sometimes people watch it later or whatever. But I always say, if I can go on Sunday, sometimes it's a good time because it's the end of the weekend. They're coming home, and if anybody is watching, sometimes they're able to watch it that time. But it's not every weekend. It's just that's kind of up in the air. And my wife was on Monday a few days ago, 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, because she, excuse me, she had the day off, so she went on live with me, and we had a great time. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. So maybe in the future we'll try to make it a once a week thing. Maybe it'd be on a Friday, Saturday night, or something like that. Because with her, she's at work, so she's unable to be on here during the week. She pops in at work and listens or chimes in from work, but beyond that, she can't do any live streaming from work. But just eight. So your next live is November 28th, 2:30. So okay, so we'll remember that. But I know the notifications should come up. But just 8, we'll go live again, November 28th, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Steve Lee, gotta go, guys. Have a great day. Steve, you take care, my friend. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for coming. Bull Moose Beer Talks. Awesome. I just stopped by on my lunch. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Okay. It's so nice of you. At any time, if you got to drop off, I understand it's lunch, but I do appreciate you for coming. I really do. Everybody, you know what? Check out Bull Moose Beer Talks. Everybody check each other out. If you leave a message, he'll know that you were there, and vice versa. Bull Moose Beer Talks. If you check anybody out here, if you drop a message on anybody's video, then they know that you were there. That way they can always come and check you as well, my friend. Renee D. Guitar Suite. Hey, you know what? Your video, was it yesterday with the Deep Purple? I can't name the song. I don't know enough about Deep Purple. I know a few songs, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it, my friend. Just 8. Yeah, I'm thinking of eventually live streaming weekly, but I'm not ready yet. Oh, no worries. Is it Judy Ann or is it both of you, Judy Ann and Louie? I imagine you're busy as well. So sometimes once a week might be good for you, but I'm sure you'll figure it out for sure. But you're doing a great job. You really are. Just 8. Oh, just 8. Well, you know that I'm able to that right now. I imagine you know that I'm able to right now. In the future, this time period may change. Come the new year, definitely things are going to change around here. I won't be. Things will change in the new year, and that's better. I need to get back up and running, and but when things change, I'll still do this. Just might be at a different time of the day, just because work and that related. Excuse me, just for a second. I'm really sorry for that, everybody. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. But yeah, the time will just it'll vary. It would go to a set schedule once I know. But for the time being, it's this until things change. Sorry, everybody. I'm just running through the chat. And sometimes you read it and it's Judy Ann. Okay, no problem, Judy Ann. Yeah, you did a great job last night. You really did. I read through the chat and I realized, don't read everything. And my wife's always saying, don't read every single thing in there because it's not always for you. So if you hear me stop for a second, that's the reason why. excuse me, two ATVs in our life. I got to split. Also, have a great day, everybody. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It was very nice to have you here. And everybody, check each other out. Have a great one, my friends. It was so nice of you to drop in. Just ate. Oh, no worries. I just ate. It's something. Once you get your first one in, now you have your second one in. You're a pro at it. It is something to do, isn't it? I love it. I love when he says, "Nice Shane, commit, don't quit." You like that, do you? Yeah. Nice Shane, it's nice to see you, my friend. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, it is nice to see you. How you doing, anyways, Nice Shane? It's so nice to see you, my friend. It really is. I hope you're doing well. You know what? I saw your picture on. Must have been. Was it? Were you at school or whatever? I think it was yesterday. You had your drink up in front of your face. It was on Instagram. It was great. It's great to see you, my friend. It really is. Everybody, welcome, Night Shane. It's great to see him. It certainly is. Ask questions. Good luck with all those new changes coming. Ask questions. Is it something with the channel or? Oh, yes. I think I know what you're talking about in the next couple months. Yes. Oh, it'll ask questions. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely need to get back to a regular schedule in that sense. But yeah. I don't know where it's headed, but that's fine. I'm definitely in a better position than I was a few months ago, so that's good. Yes, welcome, Night Shane. That's great, Gil Skills. Thank you so much. You're having a salad. Oh, that sounds good right now. That does sound good, Night Shane. It really does. My wife's been saying, "What am I going to cook her for supper?" I have no idea. I imagine, like usual, the husband is going to say, "So what are we having for supper?" And she's going to look at me. "What did you cook for supper?" Yeah, I posted an Instagram picture of me having some coffee. Exactly. Well, Night Shame, I always have oh no, I always have water, but today I had my Keurig. I wanted a coffee. This is my second one. I only usually have one a day, but I needed a little pick me up today. So I hear you there, my friend. Here, this is my wife's. I just put it in here. It's the longest cup. But not that I wouldn't. I'm just saying that my wife loves. I won't name it. Yes, he is on Instagram and great fella. Just ate. Oh, no worries, Renee. Play different styles of music, but Deep Purple has a particular style where the guitars comes to terms. Is it "Women from Tokyo"? Renee D. Guitar Suite. I love that song. And you know what? My kid loves that song. You know when he sings "Wild Women of Tokyo" or whatever it is. I absolutely love that song. Let's see here. Oh, Bull Moose Beer Talks. It's literally I think it's Folgers out of. I keep it in the fridge. To keep it fresh. I keep it in the fridge. I put a couple scoops. We have a Keurig. I have a little. What is it? Give me a second. We have a Keurig, and my wife bought one of these little filters. You fill it up with coffee grinds. You fill it up with coffee grinds and about two. And I usually have like one or two a day. So yeah, it is what it is. Ask questions. You should do a salad for dinner unless you want to go crazy. Ask questions. I am not the cook in the house. I can do your basic whatever she puts out in front of me. That's it. Nice French vanilla. Oh, that sounds good. We you know, I was joking with Gil Skills. I don't put cream or sugar in my coffee. I use one of these creamers, and I have either French vanilla, Irish cream, or hazelnut. That seems to be hazelnut right now, but yeah, I like it. You just pour it in. You don't have to put any sugar in, so it's pretty good. Good lover, how are you? Good morning. It's nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Pritchard's followed Instagram. I didn't know he had one. Yeah, he's a great fella, Marie. The Pritchards. You know, I love Instagram, and we just created one about a couple weeks ago. Well, I shouldn't say we. My wife did. Tabby Smith. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just a food lover has a great cooking video too. Well, that's great. I'll have to check that out. Food Lover, so nice of you to come here. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you here. Thank you. That's convenient. Yes, it is, Momos. Yes, I just ate. You know what? I used to make a pot of coffee, and I drank like maybe 2, 3 cups a day, and I toss it in the garbage. So that little plastic filter is the best thing my wife ever invested in. You just put it in a couple minutes, it's ready. It has the exact amount, tastes right. You don't have to throw anything away. And if you want another one, a couple minutes, you make another one. This question's just eight. We have none of the other social medias. We still haven't committed to a channel name. Oh, that's understandable. That is understandable. Just eight. We're on Instagram. Yes, yes, you are, Marie. The Purchase are on Instagram. Desmond's daughters, unicorns and fries for dinner. Desmond's daughters. I apologize if it's been doing that the whole stream. Uh, we will get this ironed out eventually. We will. Just ask questions. Try it. Let me know when you have an Instagram. Yes, no, it is. It is good, isn't it? So everybody's always joking. Does anybody know Modern Day Family Man? Well, he comes on here once in a while. He always jokes. Earlier in the week, I think when my wife was on Monday, he came on and he says to my wife, he says, "I want to see Jeff with hair." I thought, what? But like I said, I've shaved my head for the last year and that, and you can see the old chrome dome. But this is like what 5 or 6 days, and I usually shave every Saturday and back to the chrome dome. But and I wear hats a lot, so you wouldn't even know it ever. But yeah, he said, "Oh, I want to see." There's Throwback Thursday, so on Instagram, my wife put up 4 pictures, 3 or 4 pictures. I don't know what it was today at lunch of older pictures of myself, me with the kids and stuff. I have hair, so if you want to see with hair, check out Instagram. You get a good laugh. Bull Moose Bear Talks. Take care, my friend. It was great to have you here. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, my friend. Jojo, I have to head out. Thank you so much for coming and spend the time. Hope you have a great night. Jojo, take care, Joe. That's my wife, everybody. I'll pick you up at 5 in the next 2 hours, sweetheart. Yes, Renee, Women from Tokyo, which has been performed on several tours by bands over the years. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love John Lord and Richie Blackmore and stuff. I'll tell you, to be honest, Renee, I didn't get into them to the late '90s. When Perfect Strangers album with the Welcome, no, Knocking at Your Back Door and stuff. That's when I got into them. I was about 17 or 18 when and I just like everybody smoke on the water and stuff. But yeah, I did not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not. I wasn't. I was younger, so I wasn't into them in the '70s and that because I was just a kid. But I definitely wasn't into them until about I think it was '87 or '88. Whenever there used to be a channel out of Detroit, and they used to have the best music videos out of Detroit. Detroit to this day is one of my favorite music venues. I've been all over the world, and I've never heard another radio station like some of the stations. They had some of the best R&B and uh, soul music and that out of Detroit, but some of the best rock and roll. They used to do a Saturday night show when I was a kid, like a teenager, out of Detroit, and I used to see all the videos. And I remember that's where I got into Deep Purple, and when I got into Whitesnake, with some David Coverdale and stuff, and you mix those two. I mean David Coverdale and Deep Purple. That was fantastic. But yeah, that's when I got into those bands, my friend. Gazia, our home cooking. How are you? It's great to see you. Ask questions. I'm the odd person out. I don't drink coffee. I don't understand the whole drink game. Turn in water. Hey, ask questions. I didn't drink it. You know what? I remember years ago I worked construction when I was about 21, 22. I worked for a few years. I worked, doing the signage for the first year, and then I started working. The fellow that lived down the street from us, him and this other fellow owned a construction company, an asphalt company. So then he said, "Do you want to?" I was just finishing college, I think, at the time, and I said, "Do you want a job?" And I was like, I was working different jobs back then, and that was 27 years ago now. That was a lot. That's more than half a life ago. But I started working there, and I worked for 6, 7 years. I worked in a testing lab for the construction company who tested, like, the company built highways. So I was I was a quality control person. They sent me off, and I got my um, lab like certification course at the time, and you learn how like compaction and the dense friction of the asphalt. You were checking out exactly what they were laying at the time. They every 500 feet there was quality control done. The actual company testing lab and then referee company would test. They'd have three testing jobs done at the same time, and you and the Ministry of Transportation would they had specifications, and you had to match within a 0 point whatever percentage. And that was so long ago, I can't even tell you now. But if you didn't match, there was a referee test done, and these boxes they were sent down to a company like an hour away, and they would sit there for the whole season. And you know what? Everything, as long as you were matching up to what the spec should be out, it's great. But the minute you had issue, you had to let the company know, and vice versa. The ministry, let me tell you, they would be bang on it, because what would happen is the ministry for each job that you bid on, you have to give like this job. You come out and you do like surveying and that, and they say, okay, how much for this job? So like for 20 or 30 kilometer stretch or 15-kilometer stretch, they might say, we'll give you 50 or 60 million dollars for that, but you have to guarantee us 5 years, no problems with the road. Any problems, if it breaks down, whatever, you have to go repair it free of charge, because if you certify it, they give you a bonus. They might give you $1 million bonus for the season, or $2-3 million bonus. So this is great money as long as everything's passing. But we had a few times, and what happens, if you don't match up with the ministry, they send off for that exact test result, which is tied up, and there's no messing with that. They would come in and they run the test on it, and then everything, right? As long as if your test matched that referee company, because they don't care, they don't side with you or the ministry, and as long as you could prove, because if the ministry said you were off, but you were saying you were on, and then the referee company, they test twice. If they say you're right, good. But if they're not, if they go with the ministry, then those that money, the extra bonus that you get, is right out the window, because you're going in and ripping it out. And anyways, that's enough of that. Sorry about that, everybody. Des, Night Shame, have a good one. I apologize. I went off on a tirade. Trek Lady C, Pink Lady, Luck Zabkowski. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you. I was just rambling on. Everybody knows I do that. So, 541. Hey, how are you? It's great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I really do. I do appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you. Everybody welcome each other. If you don't know somebody, check them out. Let's see here. Marie, the purchase. Are you going live in the next 45 minutes? Just let us know. I might have asked you that at the beginning. I just want to double check, because if you are, I want to make sure everybody knows. Hey Shane, thank you. I didn't mean to ramble on. Okay, you know me by now. I think that I get going. And it was very nice to have you here, my friend. It really was. You have a good one. I hope are you going to go live? Or are you doing something this evening? Anyways, have a good one, Night Shame. Thank you for dropping by, my friend. Let's see here. So how's everybody's day been going? Everybody have a good one so far? Let's see. Yes, 9 p.m. 45 minutes. So I'm so tired though. Okay, great. Well, I'll be here. I pick Ethan up in about what's that? 20, 25 minutes. So by 4 or 9 p.m. your time, I'll be here. I'll be here for about 35, 40 minutes, and then we have to go get Joe. So I'll come on at 9 o'clock or 4 p.m. our time. But 9 p.m. I'll come on for about at least 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes for sure, my friend. Ask questions. So you were doing the slump test for concrete, or just test with asphalt? Just with asphalt. I did go through some of it with concrete, but the asphalt company didn't do a lot of. They had a specific company out of Toronto that did concrete, and usually there was only a certain couple highways that. Most of the highways here, ask questions, are just straight asphalt. They put the 4 layers in, but yeah, no concrete. There's one of the highways going through that has the concrete, and to me that's the much. Unfortunately it's a little more expensive, and that's why they don't do it here. But I think in the long run, you know what, they'd be smarter if they did that, because the time frame of you can almost guarantee, like concrete to me is a lot it's a lot more secure than the asphalt. But anyways, I was no expert on that, and that was none of my business. But yeah, I did that, and I did the nuclear gauge testing. Asked questions. Yeah, anyways, I won't talk about that. But idiot of the day is your social media address on your about page, Jeff, so we can follow you. Just eight. If on my, I have a couple pages. My Facebook is, as purchasers know, is just my name. It's not has nothing to do with idiot of the day. My Facebook, so I don't have that linked up. But I I have Twitter and I also have Instagram. Now Instagram is idiot of the day, but it's not actually idiot of the day the way it's spelled here. We couldn't get. I'll put it up here. It's not a link, but it's just the way we spell it. Idiot of the day, DEH, because idiot of the day is actually taken. So unless I want to put a number at it, and my wife said, let's not do that. Let's try idiot of the day like DEH, and DEH it looks like A, like Canadian. No, I'm not. Why am I saying that? Like Canada, because everybody says A here. Everybody says so. Idiot of the DEH, and that'll link you up on Instagram. And unfortunately, my wife says I have to make I have Twitter, but it's not idiot of the day in any way. Twitter for me is one that I had a personal one. My Twitter is JWils, JWILS 5150. Always loved Eddie Van Halen, and 5150 is like the police code for the criminally insane. Eddie Van Halen called one of his albums and 5150. So anyways, I always liked it, so I always use that number at the end of my name, and J Wheels if you knew my last name. J is for Jeff, and then Wheels is my last name's Wilson. That's what it is. So it's J Wheels and then 5150. So anyways, that's what it is. But I will change it to link up to Idiot of the Day Twitter eventually, or something to that effect. We just haven't got around to it. But yes, on YouTube, on the bottom right hand side, it shows like the Instagram link and the Twitter. If you click on those, you know, not where the subscribe is, but on the side that you'll see those two. And 21090 Burn. Hey, how you doing? Thanks again for checking our live stream last night. Yeah, it was great. You did a great job. 21090 Brewing, everybody. They did live stream. They had been on for like Oktoberfest and that. They went live again last night, and you two gentlemen did a great job. I loved it. It was great. They had craft beer pours. Unfortunately, 21090 Brewing. I've seen the other fella. I don't remember his name, but he was quite informative too. But they were interviewing craft beer pours. If everybody knows craft beer pours, 21090 Brewing. They did a fantastic job. I loved it. It was great. But definitely we'll have to go check your next live out, my friend. Oh, okay. So you did a little bit of testing in the Chairs Lab class, yes. Ask questions. I did it for the first 6 months. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally, they threw me in there the first day, and I'd never dealt with anything like that before. My boss at the time, there's 3 of us in the lab. He gave me a crash course. I kind of learned on the run. I had like books to go through, and I learned. But at the first year I was working on it, I was this is like I said, 27 years ago or 28 years ago. I literally worked seasonal work, so then I had quite a bit of time off, and I think I worked for a friend's dad or something in a factory back then for the winter or something. Then when I returned to work, they asked me right away, if you want to go full time, we'll send you back, become certified. So I went and took a certification course, become lab certified, and that all worked out. And I worked with a bunch of the ministry people and stuff, and I love that. The reason I got out of that at the time. I'm not trying to talk about my first wife in any way, but I was marrying another woman at the time, and we were together a few years. It didn't work out, which I mean, that's my daughter's mother, and that's totally fine. It didn't work out, but at the time, she was moving here, and they were telling me I was going to be moving out east for 2 years. I had to go for the job, and because they had a 200-mile stretch, and what was going to happen, I'd spend the next 2 years out there, and I'd be able to come home, like the family was able to come home every month and a half or something like that. They'd fly us home, but my ex-wife didn't want to do that. She had just moved here. She said, well, I'm not going anywhere at the time. So I didn't, unfortunately, it was like a do or die. You either do it or you're done. So that was it. So I'd moved to London here, and I started working for an internet company, and I slowly was out of that, and that's what happened. And then a few years later, things didn't work out, and then a couple years after that, I met my wife, and we had a son, and here we are. And Joe, I'm just telling a little story about my life. That's all. But yeah, Jojo G, she's a wonderful woman that I've met that has made my life complete. So thank you so much. Oh, just 8 thank yous. I think I'm talking about that. IOTD. Is that ask questions? I'll take a look at it, my friend. I will. 21090 burning. I'm Todd, and Andy is the other half. Todd, are you the fellow that's like me with the bald head? Just, I'm not centering you out. I realized one of you had a hat on, and one of yes. So I'm Todd. I'm pretty sure that's who I'm talking to right now. I know I'm talking to Todd, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was in the video on the live last night. Inspired John, hey, want to say hi before I got my son. Hey, Inspired John, thank you so much. Inspired John, you know what? Everybody, if you haven't seen this new one, if you know Inspired John, great. If you don't, check him out. He did a great one on Uber, and is it Lyft? I know the Uber part, but if I'm saying the wrong thing, John, I apologize. He did a great job on explaining about if you're going to work for Uber and stuff like that, what the do's and don'ts. So please check out the video. It was great. Check out Inspired John, everybody. Let's see here. Oh, no problem, Marie. We'll see you later. Once I get Ethan, I'll come home and I'll turn it on. If you and Martin are on at 9 o'clock, 4 p.m. here, I'll definitely check it out until I have to go pick Joe up. Just yeah, you know me. If you stay long enough, I'll go on to some topic, and it's like my wife. Like nobody's listening to you anymore, but no. Oh gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. 21090 Bruin. I love that, my friend. The bald one. Yep. The bald brothers. Hey, thanks very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Last question. Idiot of the day. I meant ITT, an acronym for Idiot of the Day to check out from social media. Yes, we thought of that too on Instagram. We just went with Idiot the DEH because it's kind of a joke because everybody says A here, or they think they do. But she kept it at that end. But I'll definitely check that out. That might be a good one for Twitter ask questions. It definitely may be. Just that you're funny. Well, some may think, some may not, Judy Ann. Some may not. And whatever. But you know that. And Steph, our niece, if you're still here, or if you've seen it today, say hi to Zach, Emma, and Paisley. That's our niece. Uh, and that's our niece, and that our nieces would call my wife Joe. They called her JoJo when they were younger, so that's why the JoJo G. But our niece may be here watching. Just if she doesn't have an account, she can't comment. So if she's watching, I want to say hi to you, Steph, and say hi to Zach and the kids. And I hope you're doing well. Hope you don't have too much snow up there. But you know what I was trying to. Last night I thought, you know how at the end I always say I bid you do. I had something that I wanted to say, and I thought that's what I'm going to say. Oh, I know what it is. I'll say it after. But so we can have a survey at the end or tomorrow, and you can tell me which one you like. Either I bid you do or I'm out of here. So, anyways, that's going to be. I'm going to. Anyways, that's it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get out of here. It's 3:24. It's almost 3:25. I always have to close it down by 3:25. And like I said, the only reason my son is done in 10 minutes at that point, it's 3:25, he's done at 3:35. So I get everything closed down and I hop in the car, which is 2 or 3 minutes away from the school, but gives me a minute or two to pick him up. And because he's that kid that he gets his nerves if you're not there on time to pick him up. So it is what it is. But so I'm gonna bid you adieu, or I am out of here today. I don't know which one is better, but so I want to say thanks. It was great having a great day, Jeff. Just hey, thank you so much. No problem, Jess. Having a great evening. Desmond Saunders, you have a great one. Everybody have a good one. Thanks so much for dropping in. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great Thursday. One more day. I think here the kids are off tomorrow, so I'll probably have Ethan with me for a bit tomorrow. If, it depends, because last time he says, I don't want to do this anymore, Dad. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But everyone have a good night, and we'll catch you later, okay? Catch you again. Thanks again, everybody. Good night.